kind of like hella low energy today. Um, I yesterday was supposed to be my rest day. Saturdays I should always be taking a rest. I also had some money, so I did, not gonna lie, did gorge on snacks. And right now, because I still had like a lot of sugar this morning, so right now I'm kind of crashing. I slept real good last night, and I'm pretty sure you can see it in my eyes. I am still. I'm not wearing any makeup. This is actually just how dark and red my eyes are naturally. Um, but yeah, I don't have a lesson today for today's class, but I do have a basic because last week I said that I would go over the rest of the numbers. I almost said in the alphabet, that's not. Go over the rest of the numbers um, as a basic, as basic knowledge. So the rest of the numbers are what? 4, 2, 4, 6, 7, and 9. Sorry. The song I'm listening to is Fever by Sherwood and Soraya May. Um, hold on. Yeah, I'm not even fully set up. Because my other phone that I be using is almost dead because I didn't charge it and I haven't. I don't. Okay, so this phone that I have, it's a really really old model. Both of my phones are really old models, um, but barely even heard of. This is like the one where you unlock it by your fingerprint in the back when that was a big thing. Um, it's an A21 and it dies really slowly on top of the fact that I also don't use it that often. It really is just for like, okay. Yeah, so my it dies slowly, but because it dies slowly, I don't charge it that often. Um so I'm charging it right now. And I can't, and if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my phone because my the charger itself is 10 meters, but it's like 10 meters, 10 feet. Yeah, it's 10 feet. Sorry, but like that doesn't mean it could stretch across the entire room. Anyway, so right, the numbers, starting with number 2. So the number 2, lovely number. This is the secondary, not the most important, but like the other numbers, right? So this is what I have written down. Two. Sorry, I am so tired. And the music isn't helping because it's like bass tones, which does help me get into like a more meditative space because that is really what this is, where it's like guided meditation in a way. Um, oh, sorry, this is a different song. This is Acid Test by River Tiber. Um, love this song. It is a song that I definitely use for meditation. But not the right song for like trying to concentrate on teaching things requiring thought and words. This one is more, the song is more of feeling head empty, you know, right? So, two. Two is an active number, as in like it is the number of action. Um, if one is the start of a new journey, two is enacting that journey. It is like the next step. Like when things come in pairs, it is receiving the information and then doing with that information what you do, you know? Four is what I consider to be a luck number. People probably would say the same, especially what the most known thing, which is a four-leaf clover, being like that is luck. Um, sorry, I'm trying not to burp. But yeah, four like seven is a luck number, but their lucks are different. So four is the luck in which it means like balance is restored. It is fortune in that way, where this is like a symbol that you are on the right path. It feels lucky because you are light on your feet, going the right way. Like everything seems to be falling in place. It is four is a number of balance. Um, just yeah, fours are a conclusion in a writing, like because you ended a process. This is the result from you writing, especially with fours go with 90 degrees, which is a right angle, you know. Um, if anything, like that, there's that example of fours, and then there's also like the example of four is kind of similar to an ending of a book, right? Where it doesn't leave room for a sequel because everything is resolved within that one book. That is basically what a four is. Um, and then what the next number is six. Ooh, this one's good. So six, it's most closely linked to what Christians call the devil's number. Um, but and it always has carries this negative connotation. It isn't negative. Six isn't evil. Um, it's more of a warning number. Six is a downward spiral, if anything. Um, it basically tells Six basically tells you that the path you are treading right now is spiraling you into something deeper. Um, it's basically warning you that you may not be walking on a righteous path, kind of thing. Not necessarily that it is, yeah, it's not evil. It's just telling you your actions are leading to something that may not be making you happy. That is what a six is. Seven, as I said earlier, with four, is a luck number. Um, this one is fortune in general. It's like its meaning is like fortune that is being delivered to you, kind of thing, where you don't have to act necessarily for this fortune to come. It is a result, it is a gift, kind of thing. Like, if you think about it, and we're going back to like Christianity and stuff, how God created the world in 7 days, but the seventh day was the day of rest. Seven is you have done all this work beforehand, you have done all this work prior. Here is your reward, which is luck and fortune. That's what seven is. So, and it seems sudden because it usually is sudden, but it is a result of your hard work. That's what that's what the fortune of seven is. And then I think nine is last. Yes, nine. You could say is because like it's so closely related to six, is an upward spiral, but in my eyes, it isn't actually related to six all that much. Um, but nine is finality. Um, because it comes right after 8 and right before 10, which is a 1-0, um, 1-0 beginning of a new cycle. 9 is finality, where because you have entered into a new world. Sorry, let me reword that. 9 isn't just finality, it's finality in death sense. Like, it is the death of the old. That is what a 9 is. Because 8 is you twisting into a new plane, into a new realm, into a new life. 9 is saying you are in a new place, finality to the old, death to the old, you are in the new. And then 10 would be the starting of the new cycle, right? So I should have honestly included 9 as one of the more important numbers because it is the most like steadfast, like solid number. Um but like when I say important numbers, I mean the numbers that show up the most often, the ones that people kind of like pay attention to. And 9 kind of falls to the wayside, just like a silent hitter because of what it signifies, which is end and finality. Um, but yeah, 9 is basically like memory. Like, it's, in the simplest words, a memo keeper because it encapsulates the whole. And it's just like, this is the cycle, end, kind of thing. Like, it files away each. But yeah, so that is the second part of the basics of numbers. Um, yeah, as I said earlier, I don't really have a lesson today. like, this, actually, no, I did have a plan for the second lesson. Not a plan, but I had an idea for the second lesson, and I didn't plan ahead. Um, I don't have anything this time around. So, that's why I was just like, yeah, let me just like finish off the basics of numbers. Um, yeah, I was going through stuff this week is the best thing that I could say. I'm pretty sure you could probably tell by the video I posted on Wednesday. Um, but let's just say I was going through another 9. um, it's just, oh, was Wednesday the 17th? Whatever the 17th was, where it was a lot of Aries, which is blazing forward. Um, I and in order for me to be honestly here with new ideas and stuff like that, I have to, like, this is my own personal cycle where it is a, sorry, my own personal cycle as an Aries, um, as a trailblazer, basically. It is a lot of me going forward, doing something, and being like, oh, I like this thing. And then I start losing steam. And then I'm like, I need more ideas and stuff like that. Um, and then it goes, in order for me to have ideas, I'm not saying like I need my trauma and stuff like that. But no, my ideas stem from, and like stories stem from like previous memories and dreams that I've had. So I like work those out and grab lessons from those that I should have learned to be the person that I am right now. Um yeah. So, and with that comes reminiscing, and it's not necessarily nostalgia, but it's like reminiscing about my childhood and pulling out more memories from my childhood. And I've said that I don't really like remember much. Um it's all like fragments. Like if you tell me like specific things that happened, sometimes then I'll remember it. Like I'll remember based off of being able to visualize what someone else is telling me, but I often do not remember things that actually like happened in my past unless I'm like actively trying to recollect. Um so then when I go back, I'm healing from those things because then I can remember, and then I write stories correcting that in my way as a person who has grown from being that person and now can stand and like say things with my chest, you know. So using the characters from dreams that I've had and characters from stories that I've created, I have I have changed my way of thinking through them and for them. Um, so I was in the process of being hit with the realization of an injustice, and then I had to like reconcile with that feeling, and then I created a story situation with that feeling. It's a song. Um, a story situation with that feeling and corrected it so that that character who is, you know, a part of me could also feel justified in actually having someone there for them. And then I just had to, and that's included with like, because I also get like vivid dreams when I'm starting a new cycle. Um, that just basically encouraged me. I was, I was just going through the ringer. um, so I didn't have an actual lesson, but who's to say that this right now isn't helping y'all? But yeah, no actual lesson for today, just a little bit about me, a shorter video. Um, so actually, before I end though, I gotta tell you what my current snack is because I remember I told y'all about the toasted macaroni. Here's the thing. I could either go like really, really crunchy, salty, like seasoned shit, or I could go frosting, animal crackers dipped in frosting. Except for I'm even worse. I finished the bag yesterday. Actually, no, I finished the bag this morning. I could go even worse. This is the second jar of frosting, and it's halfway gone. I had this rainbow chip one, and I also had cream cheese frosting that I mixed pumpkin into. Tell me why I dipped jalapeno cheddar Cheetos. The sugar masked most of the flavor, but the salt, because like jalapeno cheddar Cheetos are like hella salty. I just dipped it straight in the jar. I couldn't. It was so good. I have I have quite the weird palate. Don't judge me. I'm already judging myself enough. So yeah, I've been in dire need of sugar. Not in dire need, but like that is my reward whenever I have this is still technically a rest day. I do like making videos just like for fun now. Um it is like kind of technically work because I will kind of edit but for the most part I need to find like actual genuine ways to relax because like part of the way that I'm like getting money right now is by gaming. So like, but then my relaxation thing is gaming, you know. But yeah. Anyway, that's a little bit about me. Probably more about me that you didn't need to learn about for the lesson, but the part of OSS is you know personal experiences because that is actual like spirituality. It is personal experiences. And I am quite the experienced person. You may not agree with that, but I am quite experienced I have a lot of experiences. I've experienced a lot. So I'm just imparting wisdom on um so yeah, thank you for tuning into class if you did. Um See you for another lesson. I really do have to plan these ahead at least a little bit more, or also go off even more off the rails than it already does. Um, but yeah, see you in the next one next Sunday, or whenever I decide to upload. So, sorry, I'll see you in the next lesson on Sunday. I'll see you in the next video whenever I feel like posting. Yeah, so. Thank you for tuning in, and I love you all.